Hello, dear viewer. Thank you for joining me for your daily tarot reading. It's Tarot Mom Readings by the Empress here, asking you to choose a stone that calls to you, that your gut would pick, and we'll begin. The magic of your intuition. Very useful. For those of you who chose this green stone, we have the Sun. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Four of Swords. Very interesting. So, the Sun is a lot of times about joy, frankly. And there you see a child riding on the back of that horse in the sunshine. Some happy sunflowers there. There's joy and abundance. So there may be a moment like that that's just quite lovely. Yet, it's shining through the clouds, isn't it, with these other two cards? Like the Four of Swords, that can be if something's gotten you down or something stressed you out or you need to rest or you need to recuperate physically, mentally, emotionally. Or someone else does. So the Four of Swords can really be a retreat to find that sunshine. And the Four of Cups, there's some sort of dissatisfaction there. Maybe some news you've gotten recently, and it doesn't have to be big things, just little things. It can be, but it can be something bigger. But maybe you've gotten some news or some messages or oh goodness. Just the cup that represents the emotions of your day. Maybe you've had some dissatisfaction with that lately. Maybe that's because you do need to rest a bit. You do need to retreat from stress. You do need to do something to be good to yourself. That really could be. I think there's hope here with this Sun card, like joy can come in. A sense of carefree lightness can come in. If you retreat from whatever it is that could be stressing you out, this can also be stressful thoughts that swords can be thoughts that you hang on the wall and just say, you know what, today I'm going to make enjoying my life a priority for some part of this day. Who knows, maybe all of this day. I'm going to look at the cups that are upright, the ones that actually, they do have some pleasant emotional tone to them. Maybe I'm going to be open to Source trying to give me a more hopeful message or positive message. Certainly going to be open to self-care. And that may bring in some joy that you just don't expect today. So that is nice. That is nice. That's nice. Sometimes, when we get a little bit down, maybe we're a little, it's just been a bit much. We do need to retreat. We just become dissatisfied with everything, right? I mean, these may be upright cups. They may be just fine. They may be, hey, these are good things in our life. But it might be hard to connect with that until we do some good self-care and pay attention to what Source is bringing us. What positive message Source is bringing us. And then we can have this major joy. So this is your major arcana. This is the most important card in your reading. This is what is there for you today. So that's an interesting reading. I hope it really has meaning for you. For those of you who chose, wasn't this on the end? I think this was the middle one. This yellow stone, this white and yellow golden stone, we have the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Coins, and the Eight of Swords. So, this is all about your thought life. The Knight of Coins is nice. It's steady, it's solid, it's telling me that you keep doing the things you do regularly to increase your security, whether that's with finances, whether that's with your health and well-being. You keep doing those things. You're the kind of person that can keep on being faithful in those things, even if there may be a bunch of thoughts that are kind of negative or make you feel trapped, or sometimes plans. Those swords can be things you have to take care of one by one. Intellectual plans. Something may have you feeling kind of trapped. But you know what? You're just not the kind of person to let that defeat you, because that Knight of Coins is that steady progress, that dependable progress. The Eight of Swords woman is not trapped. She may feel like it. It really may be the thoughts she's having about it. She could, start moving and move forward and take that blindfold down, and she'd be in great shape, right? So she is actually not trapped. The Seven of Cups, that's a lot of times when we look into the future and we don't know what to expect. And sometimes we may feel like, oh no, what's coming in? Like this guy, he almost looks a little bit like, taken aback. We might project negatives into the future, or dread this or dread that. And these are all minor arcana. It doesn't have to be a big deal. It can be, I dread going to this event I have coming up, or I dread, having a couple days coming up where I'm going to be very busy. It could be anything like that. The Seven of Cups is always saying, please don't project negativity into the future. How about all these positive cups that may be there in the future? In fact, build castles in the air. In fact, these are minor arcana, so I'm thinking this is just about the next few days or what have you. In fact, look ahead into those days and think about ways that you could experience good and enjoyable things, things that are blessings. Plan for that. Yeah, and you don't need to worry about any thoughts that make you feel trapped. You can walk forward out of that, and you just start walking. Thankfully, you're the type of person to do that anyway with that Knight of Coins. For those of you who chose this clear stone, we have the Hierophant, the Star, and the Five of Wands. Very interesting. For some of you, that Star card is about hopefulness, but for some it's also about you're a star, you're feeling like a star, you're being a star. And the Hierophant, in association with the Hierophant, so maybe at work or in some sort of human institution, some sort of endeavor in your profession perhaps, but you're a star in that. In spite of conflict, this could be for some of you at work, you really are being a star, your star is rising. Even there may be some people who are getting distracted by competing needs or even gossip or some sort of debating or what have you, but you're doing well. The Hierophant can represent religion, it can represent societal expectations as well. And the Five of Wands can represent internal conflict. Perhaps you have some internal conflict about that, about doing what you feel like or what others might expect you to do, living a kind of conventional life, making conventional choices. You may have some internal conflict about that. And the Star card may be your hope, maybe hope rising up, that you can create something new and different that fits for you as an individual. It's just an interesting group of cards. If there is any conflict or any internal conflict, you have every reason to be hopeful that will resolve. Oh, sometimes the Hierophant represents government. If governmental things are on your mind and debate, here too, we have every reason to be hopeful. about the future. So, interesting set of cards. I think they could mean a variety of things for different people. Okay, for those of you who would like further clarification, we have the Golden Nugget card, and that is the Nine of Coins. Funny. The Nine of Coins is about sitting pretty, enjoying yourself. Sometimes it comes up, I feel like, a reminder that we are sitting pretty. You know what I mean? We tend to get so focused sometimes on the minutia and on we're dissatisfied with this, or we're stressed out about that, or this particular detail or that particular detail we just can't seem to accept about our lives. And this Nine of Coins sometimes is saying, wait a minute, you're sitting pretty, you know, there's a lot that you have gathered. There is enough to even enjoy a little luxury here and there, or enjoy being outdoors, have time to enjoy that. There is enough. You've landed yourself in a place that's pretty good compared to a lot of things. Maybe compared to different times in your life, maybe compared to what a lot of others are experiencing. But you're sitting pretty today. And it's all right to enjoy some of that. It's all right to enjoy that and reflect upon that. This is also the self-made woman. You know, she's in her vineyard. So perhaps you've gathered some prosperity, and you should enjoy that. Sometimes it's just nice having our focus changed, right? Our brains do tend to be problem focused. And I just think that's adaptive. I think that's evolutionary. I think we tend to be problem focused because we want to use this powerful adaptive tool of our mind to solve our problems. But it gets out of hand, doesn't it? A lot of problems, they can't be solved right now, or they're outside of our control, or Source would really love us to ask for all of the spiritual energy and love in the world to come and transform this issue and heal this issue and solve this problem, and for us to just enjoy ourselves. We're not in this alone. So it's kind of neat to have a different perspective shift. Well, I thank you all so much. I hope you have a marvelous day. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.